So I actually heard about this tidal wave controversy happen 4 days ago when this comparison showcase was made. However, I didn't think I need to make a video on it until literally everyone has started bringing it up now, and so much stuff has been happening with tidal wave recently. So I'm just going to, in this video, cover everything that's happened with tidal wave, because literally everything has went down the past week or two. But I'm going to first talk about the main thing that you probably came here for, which is that tidal wave technically got buffed. I'll let this video get to the drop here, but as you can see when we hit the wave part, it just looks slightly off, right? There's just some spikes that are slightly moved, some stuff, maybe like a singular spike or saw is added to places, or it's just kind of slightly altered. And it was actually stated by OniLink, if we look here, that this was all due to optimization. Basically, to summarize it, the original tidal wave that Zoink verified had a lot of objects, and so OniLink wanted to fix that and try and optimize the level a bit, because a lot of people were complaining about that at that time. However, when OniLink was actually making the changes, doing these optimizations meant that the spikes had to be like slightly moved in some places, or some things just had to be slightly changed. And so it meant that the level is technically now ever so slightly harder. As you can see, it was actually so like minuscule the changes that the global demon list actually thought that this was a nerfed version. However, it got recorrected a couple hours ago. It's actually a slightly buffed version, and this means that technically Tidal Wave is verified by A6. And if we look at the global demon list, we can see that Tidal Wave here is actually listed as being verified by A6. Because yeah, this is a new version, it's technically harder, this is not the same thing Zoink did, so A6 should be granted the right to say that he verified it. Now, as I'm recording this, I believe Pointercrate hasn't really said anything on the situation, and Tidal Wave is still listed as being verified by Zoink here, and this is going to cause so much controversy because I mean, technically it's different, right? It's slightly different, so it should be changed. However, it just feels wrong. It feels bad that something this minuscule should result in a change of verifier, but I mean, technically it should, right? But no one is going to be happy with that. This also makes Nethermind the first victor, as Taigo and before victors were beating the Zoink version. However, A6 and Nethermind have been doing the version that is changed by OniLink, this new buffed version. What I find super weird is this Twitter post here that says, "Thank you A6 for this amazing, awesome update," and as you can see, like, look at this. You could just, like, skip this entire part here, and then go through this entire part in slow speed. Now, obviously, when you get to the end here, it doesn't really equate to much, because, as you can see, you just die anyways. But it just shows that it, like, why is this happening? And apparently it's because the version that Zoink has, he added saws to stop this from happening. However, in the version that is being optimized by OniLink and updated to that, these saws weren't there, and so this was able to be done. So it just kind of makes this whole situation even more messy. Like, now, does that mean the level's less optimized? Like, at least for secret ways? Like, what are we doing here? And besides that, like, besides this actual nerfing buffing controversy, it is a change that is so minuscule it won't affect his placement, so we don't have to worry about that. However, like, besides that, we've been seeing so many people get progress in Tidal Wave this month. It's been actually insane. As you can see, we have 2 new people that have gotten records accepted on the demon list on Tidal Wave. The first is this Korean player who's been playing the level for months. As you can see, he's slowly making progress. 58, 59, 67, 78, 87, 90, and then 94 recently, but it hasn't been accepted yet. I don't think he actually submitted it because it has been 3 weeks. And then we also saw this player here, CatProX, actually get 77% on Tidal Wave, which is list percent, as you can see.
77.
Yeah, which is actually crazy. And this isn't even talking about all the people who've been getting runs on the level. We had the player Turtle recently get 2 runs on Tidal Wave after 380,000 attempts. The player Rose also has 22 to 100 easily gotten that 2 runs 3 weeks ago. And then of course we've seen that exact same run done by iCanPlays, getting 22 to 100 as well 5 days ago. This guy's crazy because he's jumped from Acu to Slaughterhouse, and then from Slaughterhouse to Tidal Wave. Now, I've already covered him in my last video, which kind of made me not want to make another Tidal Wave video, but here we are. So much is happening. And then we also can't forget about Wordy, who is probably like the best upcoming player right now. I mean, is he even upcoming now? He's pretty much just a certified top 5 player right now. And he started up his Tidal Wave streams, and he already has 55 to 100, so we can see him get 2 runs in probably a couple weeks' time, if not even. And also, Tidal Wave's sequel, Tsunami, is nearly finished the decoration progress. I think OniLink had a save data error again that deleted some progress, but it's pretty much close to being finished now, and this is also aimed to be a top 1 level. It's supposed to dethrone whatever's the top 1 before it. Now, I'm not going to show the level here, but like in my case, I think it's got kind of a lazy song. I really hate this, just like Camera Tidal Wave is the song. But I think the decoration's a big step up from Tidal Wave, and I am hyped for it. It's going to be a Zoic verification. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's happened with Tidal Wave in the past, I don't know, 2 weeks. Barely even 2 weeks. It's genuinely crazy how much stuff is being coming out recently with this, and this whole nerfing slash buffing thing with Tidal Wave was completely out the blue, and it just means that it's kind of funny to see a level that's top 4 now just coming back into the public eye. But I don't really have much more to say on it now. I'm not gonna drag this. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next video isn't revolving around Tidal Wave, and peace.